Welcome, everybody. It's Wednesday, January 25th, and I'm live from Barbados. And I don't have my cell phone because I dropped it in the ocean. So I want everybody to learn from that. Don't drop your cell phone in the ocean. So for all of you Midwesterners that are going to Zellwood next week and you're taking some vacation time to go pulling, do not take your phone in the ocean because waterproof and water resistant are two different things. I'm just going to tell you that on behalf of everyone. It's really tough from Barbados, too, trying to do double factor authentication to get into your Facebook account. So welcome, everybody. We are 1 week away, basically, from Zellwood. We have Brooke Grantham tonight with his tractor, the Blue Boss Hot Farm. You see it sitting back there. And, of course, we have John and Rob, president and vice president of the FL Pullers. Again, with all these shows we've been doing on Wednesday night, we're really counting on you, the puller, heading to Zellwood to make sure that you let your fans know on your Snapchat, your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, whatever you use, that you're pulling in Zellwood, Florida, February 3rd and 4th. For all the locals that are going to attend the pull in Zellwood, Florida, or if you're traveling from any distance to watch the pull, be sure to let you do the same thing on your social media. We've been doing as much posting as we can on the Facebook page to let everybody know about it, and we're having a lot of fun with that. So we're counting on all of you to make this Super Pull the biggest one ever. So it's going to be hard to beat that COVID year. That place was packed, and there was pullers. It was packed. It was awesome. That was the first year I got to enjoy Zellwood, Florida, and then we're excited to get back down there again. So before we switch over to Brooke, John, Rob, from the president and vice president chair, I saw that you guys had your I think it was last weekend or maybe 2 weekends ago now, you had like the work weekend. Everybody kind of came up and cleaned everything up.
Yeah, we had that last weekend. We got a few more things done around there. Got some fence lines cleaned. We got a ramp put in front of our registration building to make it handicap accessible, get in and out easier. I believe pictures of it are up on Facebook. I'm not 100% positive on that.
They are.
Yeah, just getting stuff cleaned up so it looks pretty when you guys show up.
That sounds good. How's the weather looking?
Looking good. I'm going to check that tonight. I hadn't checked it. But it was in the
weather report brought to you by John, flpullers.com.
Friday's 74 for a high and 47 for a low.
Okay, that'll work. That will work. I like that a lot. Rob, what's been going on in your world?
Oh, we've been trying to hog waller reloaded is ready. Dustin, my son, he's actually working on Junior right now. He's actually out there in the shop. I told him come and chime in. He said no, he's got work to do. So he's actually trying to get it done, finished up, and he'll be ready. So
awesome. We're super excited. We're checking into our Airbnb Thursday night at 4, and then we're going to drive home Sunday. So we're super excited. We're bringing our merchandise trailer down, and we had a good weekend down in Lebanon, Missouri. I always say that wrong. It looks like Lebanon, and they got mad at me. It's actually Lebanon. Lebanon's a country, Lebanon, Missouri. There's your fast fact of the day for everybody for that deal. So I'm learning, but Zellwood's easy to say for me, Rob.
There's a city right down the road. They call it the land, but for some reason all my life I've called it D-land. I get hammered for it all the time.
Yep. And for those of you pullers that are pulling in Ocala and you're looking for a place to park before Zellwood, just get a hold of John or Rob and you can bring your rigs in. They have spots lined up for you guys. If you can't find their phone number, something's wrong. I mean, it's on every poster. It's on the Facebook page. It's on flpullers.com. They're easy to talk to. They've been with us. We've been doing this now for a couple months, these Wednesday night lives, to promote this event. Just again, to bring a more national attention to this event. And we're super excited to be part of it. And before, again, Brooke Grantham is our special guest with the Blue Boss, We're going to start talking to him in a minute. But remember, there's 2 sessions each day, fans. Garden tractors, smaller mini rods. And I just say that for simplicity's sake. I don't want to get into all the different classes. And the antique tractors pull at 1 o'clock each day, Friday and Saturday. And then the big trucks, the tractors, the multi-engine modifieds, the smokers, the semis, and the bigger mini rods pull at 6 o'clock each night. Gates open at 10 o'clock each day. What's great about this, fans, 1 admission for the entire day. They're not going to kick you out in between sessions and make you pay to get back in. And it's $15 to get in, right?
Yep.
So
$15 a person to get in. Kids 12 and under get in free.
I love it. So if you're watching the show right now, we got quite a few people watching. Please type in the comments where you're watching from and if you're coming to Zellwood next week, and I'll give you a shout out here on the show. Yeah, we'll do a ton of lives next Thursday, Steve. We're gonna, once we get down there, we are promoting machines and we're going to hit it hard once we get on site as well. And we'll do a live video through every state. When we travel like this, guys, I like to do a live video as we cross into every state. So we're coming down all the way from Wisconsin. That's a little joke, Brooke, I got there with John and Rob, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, so somebody said, go on, Blue Hose. No, I said Blue Hoss, but it's actually the Blue Boss. But this person thinks I said the Blue Hose. So, Brooke, I'm sorry for all the new nicknames that you're going to have after this interview tonight. You guys sent, John, Rob, you sent him the waiver, right? Before the show started? So he signed the waiver? So Mitch Pierce is watching from Indiana. He's bringing his diesel truck down. He's the scary clown guy. He's got that awesome lure. So, the Butsons are coming down. I love it. I love it. From Grantham, North Carolina. Somebody's watching from Key Largo. Tim Canary's watching from Sarasota, Florida, and says, go on, Blue Hose. So, Brooke Grantham, welcome to the Zellwood, Florida pre-show. We're super, super excited to have your beautiful Ford 9000 next week in Zellwood, Florida. You'll obviously be pulling at night. I might have to talk into maybe letting me take the old Blue Boss on a spin down the track. I might have to bring a little extra cash and do a little bribery there.
Yeah, please do.
Blue Hoss is in the house. Chad Miller's watching from Titusville, Florida, and Chad will be there. Cool. I love seeing where people are coming from. That's what makes it a lot of fun. Mark Matthews checking in from Leesburg, Florida. Okay, this person, Grantham, North Carolina, George and Deborah Grantham. We will be there. Do you know who George and Deborah Grantham are?
Yeah, that's my parents.
Oh, okay, good. I kind of figured they might be related a little bit. So I figured they might be related a little bit. Well, Brooke, again, we're super excited to see you next week, Friday and Saturday in Zellwood. I've seen your tractor before. I know it from its previous life with the Smiths. I'm sure I've seen that tractor pull at one of Clint Tucker's events at one of the Midwest Winter Nationals in the past. And it runs really, really well. Don't let Jason drive anything. He blew his tractor up. Yeah, but stuff's supposed to break. Don't worry.
Who was that, Snake?
Who knows? Well, so if we're live on 8 different platforms right now. If somebody's watching on one of the groups, their name doesn't pop up. But if they're watching on a page, their name will pop up. Or if they're watching on YouTube or Twitter or LinkedIn or whatever, their name will pop up. But somebody's talking. Yeah, somebody's talking smack somewhere. But that's all good. So Brooke. Let's just pretend we don't know who you are. I want you to kind of give us the who, what, when, where, why. Who are you? Where do you live? What do you do for a living? And then we'll get into pulling. So give us your biography here, Brooke. Hey, first of all, have another swig of beer. I need you to relax a little bit. Okay. Here, have a swig. Yep. Let's do it. All right.
Yeah, I'm Brooke Grantham from Grantham, North Carolina. Sounds like the same noise. Grantham, but we're all from the same city. Me, Deborah Grantham, George Grantham. Grew up on a farm and tractor pulling farm tractors, 9,000s, 8,000s, 9,700s. So this kind of led to this thing. And I got a bunch of people around here that we pull all the time here local. But I met these guys and they said, hey, we got a tractor for you, and we bought it, brought it here, and we're pulling it everywhere that we can.
I like it.
Blue Boss is go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Brooke.
Blue Boss is a tractor that came from Virginia. My brother found it down at a local track, set me on to it, and I bought the tractor. I've changed it over to a hot farm here locally with the NTPA. And been very good for us. My daddy, George Grantham, and my uncle, Tommy Grantham, they all started pulling early in life, and I watched them as a child. And my twin brother hooked me up with the tractor. And so far, we've enjoyed it. Looking forward to pulling down in Florida and want to see if we can beat some people down there.
I love it. If anybody has any questions for Brooke or any comments, please type them in the comments, or any questions for John and Rob about the Zellwood event. Again, for just joining us, we're about 10 minutes into the show now, and a lot of people are starting to get on now. Brooke is from Grantham, North Carolina. He will be in Zellwood next week with his beautiful tractor, the Blue Boss. Brooke, when you bought it, it was set up probably for like the East Coast pullers, like the Limited Pro Super Farm class, or what life did it have before?
It was set up in the interstate pullers. Guy named Gary Cubbage owned the tractor.
Okay.
Adam House actually built the tractor, and he worked for Gary Cubbage. And Gary, I met him down at Benson, North Carolina, at Galop Motor Speedway. And Gary hooked me up with the tractor. I bought it from him, and I changed it over to fit our specs. And I've been very pleased with it. They did a great job with the tractor. It's been down to Florida. It's been all up in the northeast area, but it's been a 466 tractor its whole life in the farm class.
Okay, got it. That's great. If anybody's seen the Blue Boss pull before, now was it always called Blue Boss, or what was it called when you bought it, Brooke?
It was Blue Boss the whole time.
Okay, got it. Well, I see is that a Papa Smurf on the side shield there?
Well, it's Papa Smurf. And the reason I think that came about was Adam House actually used to work for the Foresters.
Yep.
The Foresters have been great to me. They've given me a lot of good advice. Been very nice to me. And I think Adam modeled it kind of after that. But I think that's where it came from. But I'll leave that at that.
No, yeah, the Foresters are great people.
Yeah.
I got to know them over the years at the Midwest Winter Nationals. And I saw the Papa Smurf, Brooke. I've announced it the past at the Midwest Winter Nationals. There's this little boy, I can't remember his name, but he's the biggest Papa Smurf fan. And I would always take the microphone over to him when Forrester would come down the track, and he would just yell, Papa Smurf, Papa Smurf, Papa Smurf. It was the cutest thing in the whole world. And he's probably 8 or 9 now. I saw him a couple weeks ago in Shipshewana, and it's good to see. It was good to see him do that. Brad Caudill lives in the Carolina. I think Brad lives in South Carolina. Are you going to pull with the Carolina Pullers in the summer then, or is it United Pullers of Carolina? Is that what it's called?
Well, it's United Pullers of the Carolina, yes, sir, and it's NTPA affiliated, yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, it's a state association of the NTPA. Yep, perfect. Now, how long ago did you buy it? I don't know if we established a timeline.
About, I want to say around June of last year.
Okay.
Yep, and just been changing stuff and getting it ready for everything, and been very satisfied with it.
I love it. It's a sharp tractor. And if I was going to have a Ford pulling tractor, Foresters where I would be hanging out in Smiths and asking for advice because they are dominant.
Yep. Forester or the Smith boys, them boys have got some tough tractors.
Well, they have like 32 of them too. So, I mean, it sounded like, it's which one? They take like 4 or 5 trailers with them. So Tim Canary says, Brooke, can the kid sit on the tractor and get a pick on it?
Yes.
Awesome. And that's what it's all about. And if you've been watching any of our shows or the fans have been tuning in every Wednesday, it's one of the things Rob has really stressed the most is if somebody won't let you sit on their tractor, you got to go find Rob and he's going to talk to him.
Anybody can sit on my tractor. I'm happy for them to sit on it, enjoy it. It's all about family fun and, entertainment.
Okay. Bruce is
because Jason wants to sit on the tractor. He wants to hit the start button.
Yes. Yeah. You just be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. So, Bruce, what are you bringing? I know Bruce. We all know Bruce, but we're not sure what question he has. What am I bringing? My tractor's very broken right now, Bruce. But I'm gonna bring a merchandise trailer with T-shirts and hoodies if that makes you feel any better. So, Brad says, yeah, UPOC is NTPA, and then Carolina Pullers is PPL. Okay, and I would think I know PPL in the Midwest. Brooke has a 510 class. A 510 hot farm class. I don't know if they have it with the Carolina Pullers, but I'll let you figure that out. So,
yeah, I don't know. I'm pulling in the 466 class, and we're don't know if they do. You'd have to ask somebody else above my pay grade.
So, what do you do for a living, Brooke?
I do heating and air conditioning.
Okay, well, you got to show off your logo there. You got to do a little promotion. Grantham Heating and Air Conditioning. Yep.
There you go. Grantham Heating and Air Conditioning. I've been all the way to Naples, Florida doing heating and air. So, got some family in Florida, a lot of family in Florida.
Cool. Are some people going to come watch you in Zellwood next weekend?
Yeah, I got family coming up from Tampa to watch me.
Okay. So when the Grantham pulling section gets here, I'm doing the announcing. John, you're still going to let me announce, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so come up to the announcer stand and make sure so we can. I want some good grease on Brooke. That way, when he puts his helmet on, he can't hear me anymore. That's when I really get jittery. So that's all good, and that goes for everybody too. I want some good Rob Waller stories too. I'm just saying that.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
There's them out there.
Yeah.
Colby Hall says Bruce Wilson.
The family and kids gonna be running around, so we got to be careful.
Yeah, I'm well behaved. You guys keep me out of the liquor. I'm behaved. So I learned that. I've learned that the hard way. I barely have much of a filter. There you go. I don't have much of a filter when I'm when I'm sober. I got to be careful. So I got to keep an eye on.
All we want is somebody jabbering on that mic.
Oh, I got you.
We don't want dead air. That's the main thing.
You got it. You got the right guy. I promise you that. So. Bradley Sturgeon, Jason, don't forget your fire suit helmet. You're probably going to be driving someone's tractor or truck. Yeah, I'll bring it down. I'll bring the Remedy fire suit. I ain't afraid. So, Colby Hall says, "Oh, I got some Rob Waller stories. I got some Rob Waller."
Yes, he does.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yep, I will say about anything over a microphone. I'm just going to be heads up with you on that. So, and I will curate it for the younger fans as well.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
It's all good.
Yeah, I got stuff on Colby too.
Yeah, no, I expect to enjoy meeting all y'all and having some fun and picking on you a little bit. That's what makes it a good time. Yep. Brooke, you said growing up, you did a lot of farming, a lot of like farm stock pulling and stuff like that. And you talked about all the different Ford brands. Is that something that your dad got you into, and that's why the blue thing? Or tell us the story.
Yeah, we well, my uncle Tommy Grantham, he pulled a tractor all around and back in the 70s and 80s, and my daddy, he pulled a tractor in the 70s and 80s, or pulled some tractors. They were all Fords. We didn't run anything but blue. So if I'd have bought anything but blue, they'd have probably ran me away from here. So I just hooked up with the crowd that had the blue stuff. And the crowd I hooked up with hooked me up. So
yes, they did.
So I'm very happy with what I got. And I give my brother and my cousin Travis. Travis, he's my Uncle Tommy's boy, but they all came along with me. So we're all blue fans.
I love it. Your wife's watching, and she can tell you some stories. She said that'd be great.
Yeah, she can tell too many stories.
Yeah, that's fun. I just write them down, bring them on up.
Yeah,
it's like
don't podcast them. I can tell you that.
Yeah, Brooke, I'm kind of like a DJ. You just come up and request your song. Just request a story that you want me to tell, and I'll make it happen.
Don't let her request any.
I will not do that. Again, everybody, welcome to our Florida Pullers preview show. Again, next week starts off the big Zellwood Super Pull. We've got Brooke Grantham here with us with the Blue Boss Ford Hot Farm Tractor pulling. John and Rob as well, President and Vice President FL Pullers. We've been doing these weekly shows to promote Zellwood. This is the Super Pull. We literally have everything from garden tractors to multi-engine tractors, and guys like Bruce Wilson are bringing his big semi truck as well. So you're going to see literally everything in Zellwood, Florida next Friday and Saturday. And again, we need you to share this around. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers about the Zellwood Super Pull. Come one day, come both days. All the classes pull both days. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, Brooke. So you bought this tractor last June. So what were you pulling before for approximate horsepower? Because I ballpark now, hot farms are in that 1,300 to 1,600 range now for horsepower, is what I've always been told. And what were you pulling before, and what was it like jumping on a hot farm for the first time?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I got a buddy here in Grantham. His name's Ed Stevens and his nephew DJ Stevens, and they hooked up with some people, and they wanted to. They started the fire. They built the fire back in pulling here because we about died out, and they pretty much put the fire in it. My Uncle Tommy and my daddy and my brother and my cousin and me decided to join in. So I was not pulling anything since probably 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
We jumped back in it, and we jumped in pretty heavy. And we're like Zellwood. We want to build our pulling league here and build up everybody and, just have a family-oriented, fun day. That's what.
Right. Is there a track right there in Grantham for you, Brooke?
There's one at RDD Auction, which is Dale Dunn. He has done a great job. He's a local guy. He's known across the United States for auctioneering. And he's got a track, and he's doing a great job with it. Got a bunch of people really pushing it around here.
I like it. I like it. How far of drive is it from Grantham, North Carolina, down to Zellwood?
Ooh, it's about 8 hours.
About 8 hours. Okay, good. Well, you're making a little bit of a trip there. I like it.
But I love Florida. So no problem whatsoever.
No. And that's what John and Rob, we've talked about a lot with the fans. You know, a lot of pullers coming from the East and the Midwest said it's cold. Like, I happen to be in Barbados right now. I like to throw that in there every now and then just for people to know it's pretty nice down here.
Yeah, it's nice and warm there.
It's very nice. It's really awesome. The water, wow, it's clear. And what's great about these all-inclusive resorts, you just pay for it one time, and then you just walk up to the bar. And when you say a double down here, they know what that means. So I'm pretty happy so far. So it's all good. But you can, they're not far from Disney and all the Florida attractions, Zellwood. You can really come down and vacation and go truck and tractor pulling. And that's where I think we can really grow this, this winter series, if you will, with Zellwood being one of the stops for the pullers coming down to enjoy it as well. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing. And again, John and Rob hooked up with us, the Beer Money Pulling team, to ask us to kind of, give it some national attention. And we're doing that. We've been having a blast. And I'm honored that they asked me to announce next weekend and bringing my whole team down. We have 3 full-time employees that all they do is social media and promote the sport. And I'm coming down with them. And we're bringing a couple of their girlfriends as well. So it's going to be a good time. And everybody's going to have fun. And we're really looking forward to it. And Doug and I got to go to Zellwood the COVID year. We had a good time. I got to know Rob Rasnick with the striking distance mini rod at Diesels and Dark Corners, Brooke. So, and you're going to learn it. And I love your enthusiasm, Brooke, and your genuineness about you and your honesty. Like, we just want to grow this thing. And I think, you need to sit down with Rob and John if you can get them alone. This is the busiest weekend of their lives coming up. But the culture they've built there in Zellwood and that true pulling family feel, it resonates with them and all their pullers, because I've interviewed a lot of the people that we're going to see next weekend, and they're all good people, and they really love what John and Rob have put together. And to see the pride that they have in the track and the sign-on trailer and the website and the Facebook page, they've really, they've done a really, really good job with all of that. So that's a shout out to them, Brooke. And it's excited to hear you excited about, bringing pulling back to your hometown as well. Because you can have 2 or 3 pulls a year, spring, summer, and fall. I mean, and I don't know what the weather's like in the Carolinas well enough. I'm not a meteorologist, but, I don't think does it ever get real cold there?
Man, we have everything. So you don't know what you're having, but you're right. We have all kinds of weather, but it's usually some of everything. But in the spring and the fall, we can have any kind of pulling you want from spring to fall.
Yeah, I like it. Yep, Steve.
We can have a lot of stuff going on. We can have a lot of more than what we're having.
I love it. I'd love to help you promote that as well. So let's stay in touch. Steve says, come down, drop the trailer at the track, and take the family out to see the sights. Absolutely, and that's really what it's all about. And again, some of the pullers from Ocala this coming weekend are going to do that. They're going to drop the trucks and trailers, and they're going to go enjoy the week, and they're going to come to Zellwood the following weekend and have a good time. Okay, so somebody says, and then John and Rob, you guys pipe in whenever you want. You guys know I talk too much, but I think you both enjoy that about me a little bit. So Brooke knows how to drive an Oliver, also smiley face. I got that on the screen. So Brooke, tell us who's Oliver.
Ed or DJ?
What's that?
That had to be Ed, Stevens, or DJ.
Well, tell us about the Oliver stories.
Well, here's the thing. Well, we went down to a pool here local, and it was about an hour and a half from home, and I drove an Oliver antique tractor. It was a Detroit diesel, and boy, I had a good time, man. It was an Oliver 99, and that thing pulled good, but had a Detroit in it, and it just sounded good. So that's where that came from.
I like it. Detroits have a special sound of awesomeness.
Yeah.
I'd love to have an Oliver 99 with a Detroit in it.
Yeah,
Tractor.
yeah, they're very nice.
Brooke, were you at Saluda this year or last year?
Saluda?
Yeah, did you go to Saluda last year?
I go to Saluda, but some of my buddies did. Some great pullers went there from around here.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Striking Distance, we rode up there this year.
Yeah.
That was a good pull.
Oh yeah, it's a nice.
One day.
Yep. A very nice pull.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Brooke. So let's go back down. You haven't pulled in 30 years. I'm just going to go buy a hot farm and tell us the first time you drove it. How did you do? Did you pee your pants a little? Give us some good stories a little bit, Brooke. So.
I didn't pee, I trickled. How about that?
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
I tell you what. I got on the tractor. I didn't know what to expect, and I had it in too low of a gear. And there's a guy named Brad Gautier around here. He built some strong internationals, and he tightened me up on the on the sled. And I looked at him, and he said, "I'm gonna fix this." I said, "Brad, it's okay." I said, "It's okay." So the next time I pulled, I put it in the higher gear, and we did way better. I didn't know what to expect, but there was plenty of power there, and I had a good time, man. I hadn't let up since then.
Yep. How many times did you get a pull then last summer?
I pulled a lot because where our local track lets you pull 3 times a day with the same.
Wow.
So I pulled a lot, and it gave me a lot of experience that I needed, and it really taught me a whole lot.
Yep. You keeping good notes, tire pressure, how you weighted it, stuff like that? Good.
That's the main thing, and I lost 1,400 pounds on the change I did to the tractor. I got a roll cage on the tractor, moved the fuel tank to the front, a lot of different stuff, put new tires and rims on it from where it was in the Interstate Series. So I did a whole lot to it, and I need to keep a lot of notes, and I'm not a good school student, so maybe it takes me a lot longer to learn.
I think you're doing okay. Are those Firestone pullers, or what do you got on? Are those Puller 2000s?
Yeah, no, they're not Puller 2000. All we can run in our class is old style pullers.
Okay.
That's the old style pullers, and they've been very, very good. And I don't know that they're any worse than any other 2000s, but they're very good.
Well, as long as everybody's got the same tire, that's what matters.
Yeah. And that's what it is in our class. We run a box turbo, box 3x3 turbo, and we cannot pull anything but the old style pullers in this class. So
are those 24.5s on the rear though?
Yes.
Okay, good. I like that. And then you get, what weight do you guys run at, Brooke?
9,500 pounds.
Okay. How much movable weight do you have with you in the seat at 9,500?
Right now, I've got 1,200 pounds.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
So we're doing good, and we're making some changes this winter. We haven't made them yet, but we're going to make some changes to some stuff, and we should be in good shape.
I remember a couple years ago when I was in Zellwood, the hot farm class and the super farm class, there was some good competition. So you're going to find out what you got down here next week. So.
Yeah, there's going to be some tough people down there, I'm sure. But I know a guy that's coming from West Virginia. He's coming to Ocala, and my father is pulling. He's pulling a tractor that he bought from the guy, and he's carrying it to Zellwood. Me and him's carrying ours, and the guy that's coming has got a new tractor. He's pulling it to Zellwood also. It's a TW25, and they're looking forward to it.
Good deal. Good deal. And he's coming, if you said from Virginia?
West Virginia.
West Virginia. Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Turnout.
Brad Caudill said Sluta is awesome. Bruce Wilson says you can leave him at his shop. If you leave it at his shop, though, he'll probably change the turbo on you and take a picture with it and put it on Facebook. You gotta be careful.
Or YouTube.
Or YouTube. He's kind of a celebrity on the YouTube. Kind of a big deal.
Yep.
But I was happy to see you use the Hearts Turbo because that's what I run, and I run their Facebook. So I posted those pictures on the Hearts Diesel Facebook page right away as soon as I saw happy. It made me happy. We're about halfway through our show here, guys. Every Wednesday night we've been promoting Zellwood, Florida, the Super Pull coming up again next weekend in Zellwood, Florida. And for those of you pullers that are going to Ocala this weekend and you want to leave your truck and tractor and trailer, just get a hold of John or Rob, and they'll find a place for you to park it this week. And then you guys can go enjoy beautiful sunny Florida. and then get ready to go pulling in Zellwood again next week. And we got Brooke Grantham here with us from Grantham, North Carolina, and that's his beautiful tractor, the Blue Boss Hot Farm. Again, I keep saying Super Farm, sorry, Hot Farm tractor that you will see in Zellwood, Florida. And if you want your kids to sit on that, he said no problem at all. So bring them on out next weekend, Friday and Saturday, February 3rd and 4th. From the pulling world, Brooke, what do you love about pulling? I mean, it's hard to explain sometimes, but what makes you do this? If I'm just going to keep it simple, what makes you do this?
I'm going to be honest with you. It's one of the only sports competitions, whatever you want to call it, that still integrates United States and the prayer of God into our culture. So I enjoy that. I mean, that's the main thing. So if you're family oriented and you believe what you should believe, you can come to a tractor pull and have a great time.
No, I like that. Thank you for saying that. That's really, really good. Really, really good. I help with the Outlaw Pullers all summer long, and they have a prayer before every pull. The president or the owner of the Outlaws, Kurt Van Beek, comes out and does a prayer, and it's neat. And everybody's into that. And it's really neat. So I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that.
At our Super Pull, I'll be singing the national anthem, and we'll have a prayer before our pull starts.
Good deal.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it a lot. Again, if you're just joining us, we're talking with Brooke from Grantham, North Carolina. He's bringing his beautiful tractor down next weekend. Got John and Rob, president, vice president of the FL Pullers with us. The website is right across the top of the screen, everybody, flpullers.com. That's where all the information you need. If you're a puller, you can pre-register. You do not have to pre-register, but if you can pre-register, that's going to make life a little bit easier for you as a puller, because you basically, when you get there, you just need to check in, and it helps out all the staff as well, because this is the Super Pull, and there's going to be a lot of pullers there, and it just makes your life go a little bit easier there. So amen, brother, somebody says on there. So they're watching on one of the groups, so I'm not sure who that is. So, but if anybody has any questions for Brooke or any questions for John and Rob, or if you're excited about Zellwood, whatever, just type it in to the comments here, the chat on the side, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn, wherever you're watching from. It's been fun to see where everybody is watching from tonight and letting us know how all of that going. So, Brooke, did you get a pull much with the NTPA this past summer, or was it more of the local pulls, or what? I mean, yeah, tell us about your season. I know you said you got to pull it quite a bit at the local pull, but did you get out much and get to compete against anybody yet?
Yeah, great competition around here. Got some great international John Deere, Alice Chamber, every kind of brand you can think of. And,
okay.
I pulled two pulls with I pulled one with NTPA and one with Lucas. It was Lucas Pro Pulling Series, and I had to do a lot of work to the tractor to get it involved here. So this year I'll pull a full season with them, and we'll be involved with the whole season. But had a great time, great competition, a lot of strong tractors here.
Yep. On average, Brooke, at a pull, how many competitors are in your class?
There's usually between 8 and 10 in my class.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I like it.
They're all strong. You better be on your P's and Q's.
The Vermont Tractor Pullers Associations, they're checking in. I don't know. Are they bringing some tractors down? I see they got some tractors there in their profile photo, so that's cool.
I know Pete Yarrington's on his way down now for Ocala, and he's coming over to us with a 6250 light limited and 2 mini rods.
Awesome. Snake is in the house. Anthony Hoisington says, hello, everybody. Sorry, it's been a couple weeks. Me and the wife are closing on our first house. Anthony, you didn't call me for your mortgage. We need to chat about that. So when rates drop, I am going to do your refinance. Okay. I'm not afraid for a little self plug here. Brooke got to show off his heating and air conditioning, right? Brooke, give us a commercial. Why should people call you in the Grantham area for their heating and air conditioning? This is good stuff.
I'll be there. I'm like family. I'm going to treat them like I would my mother and father. So if you need me, call me.
You do your own radio commercials, Brooke? Because if you don't, you should. I think that's awesome.
No, I don't. But my cousin owns a radio station in Florida, or her family does. So I'll let them handle that.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
And then and Anthony's ready to run the stepchild hard. Okay. So
Yep.
got there. Snake, what happened to your phone? It's no longer with me, Snake. We're gonna have a proper burial in Zellwood. I turned in for insurance, so I have to send it back. But it got a little wet. But I know everybody probably assumes I had too many cocktails, and that's why I dropped it in the ocean. And that is incorrect. I had the cocktails after I dropped it in the ocean because I couldn't believe I just lost my phone. So I just want to throw that out there. So
It's been a quiet week, though, hasn't it?
it's been very quiet. Yeah, I really didn't think that I would have my phone down here, guys. I really thought I wouldn't get text messages and phone calls, but with the Wi-Fi calling, I was talking on it all the time, talking to realtors back home and customers and tractor pulling stuff, and then it feels really, really weird. Imagine your day. I mean, I know we're all old enough on the show right now to know what life was like before cell phones, but when you have them now, I mean, I look around, everybody's sitting in their chair or on their beach, and they're all looking at their phone, and I'm the only one, just no phone. So I've had some issues. I've been shaking a little bit. I think I'll be okay. So Mitch Pierce says, about time Snake shows up. I agree. Yeah, Kevin Moore, my friends from Illinois. Kevin's got the little red hooker diesel mini rod, and he's staying with us next weekend as well. And he's going to be helping do some videos and stuff. And he's him and Rob, they like to pick on me a lot. I deserve all of it, so it's all good. So what else do we got, guys? Let me think here. John, you got anything piquing your brain right now?
Yeah, I want to invite all the 5,200-pound Pro Stock two-wheel drive trucks, or they call it a 5,200-pound modified two-wheel drives, anywhere to come on down. We're going to pay back both nights, but the one that's got the most distance, both nights, the furthest distance takes home this trophy.
Hold on, I'm going to make you big. Hold on a second.
Or you might win Friday night, and you might win or not win Saturday night, but whoever's got the furthest distance for both nights takes this trophy home.
I like it.
I built this trophy. Chris Hall actually donated the rods. This is out of a 650 cubic inch motor. Johnny Edwards helped me get them welded up. I polished them up. I got them mounted on this nice stand. I'll tell you what, I like this trophy. I'm hoping to put it on my mantle. So I'm inviting all the 5,200-pound two-wheel drive trucks to come down and take home this trophy.
I like it. Whose sleds are you having, John and Rob? Whose sleds you guys have?
Damn near pass.
Okay. Oops. Wrong setting there. Sorry about that. Got a little close on our face. So Dan Nearpass will be down there. Rob, where is the mini trophy? You should be making the mini trophy, Rob. You're in charge of the mini rods. Okay.
I took care of my class.
Yep. The snake will come up with something cool. He'll come up with something cool.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I am too. We'll have to have a meeting to approve the trophy, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Well, let's see here. I have plenty of broken stuff. Yes, you do, Rob. Yes, you do. So that's what makes it fun.
So, Brooke, how'd you hear about us?
Excuse me?
How'd you hear about us?
I'm trying to think. It might have been Facebook. I think it was Facebook, and I picked it up on there, and I said, that'd be a pool I'd love to go to. Be warm, get away from the cold weather, and enjoy ourselves. Yep. And everybody should go down to Florida and enjoy themselves.
I agree. I think Rob and John agree with that statement too, Brooke. They're all for that. So.
Yep.
Brooke, I'm telling everybody, show up to Zellwood with a smile and leave with a smile.
Yeah.
If you don't, come talk to me if you have a problem in that, and we'll figure out why, and we'll try and make it better next year.
It'll be great either way, I promise you.
Brooke, anybody you want to thank tonight before we let you go?
All I can say is everybody needs to go to Zellwood. Everybody needs to come to Grantham. Everybody needs to go to a tractor pool.
Agreed.
Awesome.
Agreed. Well, Brooke, we're going to let you go. Get back to it. We'll see you next week, buddy, in Zellwood, okay?
Thank y'all.
And be sure to post some pictures on your Facebook page letting people know you're going to Zellwood, okay?
Yes, sir, I will.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
Take care.
Thanks, Brooke.
Thank y'all.
That was a great interview, fellas. Way to line him up. I'm proud of you, Rob and John. You guys have been good. Besides having Snake on, all of our guests have been pretty good. Don't you guys agree? So
Yeah.
well behaved, for the most part. It's all good. So
Actually, Rob lined that one up.
Yeah.
Rob, right? Oh, we got to give him a credit.
No, this Rob. Rob won.
Rob won. Rob won. Yeah, Rob won. Okay.
Yeah, Brooke's been burning my phone up on rules and everything for the hot farm, and we don't have rules too much for the hot farm. I mean, it's always usually 9,500 pound, but he comes out with the 24 5s on the back, and it's like usually I see him with the just cut. The
20.8s. Yep.
Yeah. And it's like, all right, well, we really don't have, so we used to do 8,000 pound turbo tractors.
Yep.
What you had, that's what we pulled,
Yep.
Now we need to start, because we're getting bigger, we need to start working them out. But the problem is you have somebody with our pull over on the East Coast that pulls this rules or these rules, and then somebody on the West Coast coming out up north pulls something different, but they're the same weight. So it's like, where do I can't have 10 turbo tractor classes.
Right. No, and I think as you go along with this a little bit, and then the numbers pick up. Clint Tucker, you guys don't know who he is, but he puts on the Midwest Winter Nationals, and he takes a lot of associations guys, and he might call it a 9,000 super farm, but there might be 5 different sets of rules in that class based upon your turbo and what you weigh and stuff like that. So we can help you with all of that, Rob, as we grow this thing, which we will.
Sure.
We can, so with the 24 5s, maybe Brooke only gets to weigh 9,300 or something like that. But I'm telling you, there's times I've seen the taller 20.8s do better than the 24 5s, and there's times I've seen the 24.5s do better than the 20.8, because I've seen that class merge together a little bit. And I think as we grow this super pull, I think the guys will get together on it, kind of come up with their own set of rules, and they because at the end of the day they want to have fun, they want to be competitive and make it fun for all that.
I think years ago the pro stocks, they would run not pro stocks, but the limited, they run alcohol against diesel, and it's like they would give the diesels a little handicap, or to give the alcohol a handicap. For the diesels, got a little more. But it never ended. The alcohol would always just blow past them, They let the diesels have a little more weight, vice versa. I've seen that.
Yep.
That's like, I'd rather everybody come down, hook, and go. You're on a track you don't know anything about, and something like that. But people, I've seen too many people with the turbo tractors come down to Zellwood and go, oh, they put all rear end weight on it, and then all they do is stare at the sky. So
no, and I think that's part of it. If we're from the Midwest, you just think Florida's got a bunch of sand tracks, which I've been to yours, and it's not. And that's part of pulling somewhere new for the first time too, guys. I mean, that's all part of it. So there's gonna be a lot of guys out watching those first or two in the class. So let's see how it goes. Steve Assay says the local FFA will have food as well as other food vendors. Mower Parts is watching on YouTube and says stay safe. Rob doesn't like it that we're picking on him. That's okay. Are you guys having any T-shirts, any Zellwood Super Pull T-shirts made?
Yes, actually, our FFA group is having T-shirts made.
Okay.
And we will have them for sale.
Awesome. And then the in-laws pulling team is watching in Central Ohio. So, but no, Brooke is the kind of people that make pulling great. I mean, just his genuineness, and just loves it and wants to see it grow. And he's willing to come down to Florida to help promote pulling in North Carolina. And that's what it takes. And there was a mention about Kevin Moore He's one of my friends, and he has tried his butt off to get diesel mini rods going. And there's only a couple of them going now. They're huge in Europe, like the little compact diesels that they call them. And they're starting to get, and he has taken that thing all over the freaking United States to pull it just to put on a show and to get people interested in it and stuff like that. That's
got one here if he still has it.
Well, I just don't know if he's running yet because I know his last I know his motor was at Hazley's. He stayed at our house with us. I got an extra room for him at the house. I think they're just flying in, so we'll just have to check with him on that. But I know it'd be something in the past, or something in the future. Maybe we can put together.
Yeah, just we've been getting phone calls all week. I've been getting both phone calls from spectators and from pullers.
Good.
And I'm answering their questions the best I can. And if I don't have an answer, I call Rob, get an answer from him, and then call him back.
Yep. No, that's good. And that's really what, we're trying to give this event a bigger spotlight nationally and show how good you guys are and how easy you are to work with. And let's just come down and have a good time. And that's what we want to do. Again, bring the family. It's warm. It's sunny and good to go. Oh, Doug. Okay. Yeah, Doug. My Doug's watching. He says, talk to Moore's tonight. No tractor. Okay. But I know they're waiting on some stuff back from Hazley Machine there. So, but they're good people, and he'll be helping out. He knows all the mini rod guys, and they'll be helping each other out. Be a lot of fun. Let's see what else. Yeah, we're taking off next Wednesday night. It's about a 20-hour drive. It'll probably take us, the time we get gas and fuel and eat a couple times. Probably take us a day to get down there, but we're gonna get down there next Thursday night. Check in, do some promoting all the way down, have some fun. Do you feel like, John and Rob, are you guys getting more phone calls than normal, or does it feel like, is it feeling bigger this year than last year? Where are you guys at with everything so far?
Yeah, we're getting a lot more. We're not getting spectator phone calls in, but a lot of spectators already know about us. We are getting some, and next week hopefully we get more. But I talk to people that I talked to, and they're like, "Oh yeah, everybody knows about it down here and around." So that's what we're wanting. Hopefully everybody knows what we're doing.
Yeah.
But pullers, we're getting a lot of response from pullers.
Yeah,
a lot of response.
I'm getting at least 2 to 3 phone calls a day from pullers.
Yeah.
Good. That makes me very, very happy to hear that. Very, very happy to hear that.
I believe we're going to have a great show. We just got to work and get it done and get it locked in and get everybody rolling down the track quick.
Yep, I love it.
Started on time, and that's what we want to do.
It's always a good time to tractor pull. Anthony Hoisington says. Dale Cox says, are there garden tractor pulls? Yes, absolutely. Garden tractors are both days at 1 o'clock, Dale.
Yep.
Both days. And that your guys, and if they don't have a tractor, you guys have a club tractor, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
For youth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. So thank you for asking that, Dale. Brad says, 1 o'clock for that. Mitch Pierce says, there were a couple guys from Missouri. Oh, that was Doug. Sorry. Mitch says, I'm ready to leave and get out of this snow. And that's really what the Zellwood Super Pull is about, guys. Come on down, have a good time. Let's have fun and take it out from there. So,
Mitch, come on down early.
Leave now, Mitch. We're here.
He posted a picture of a little John Deere Gator, a little plastic Gator for kids parked in front of his truck on the trailer. I thought that was kind of cute.
That was a pullback vehicle.
Yep. Doug says they were in Lebanon, Missouri last week. They were working on a couple guys from Missouri last week, and they were pimping them to come down. And then I saw some Iowa guys were chatting back and forth a little bit about, hey, they have our class down there. We should go. So I saw some comments on one of our posts about that. So that's good. Tiffany Statler, go ahead.
We're getting a lot of comments on the Facebook post. That's good.
That is. Tiffany Statler says, count us in, Tim Canary. Perfect. We'll see you there, Tiffany. Dale, Superstock garden tractors. Yes, you guys have all the garden tractor classes, right, guys?
Yep.
Okay. Mitch says, I would love to come down now, but the wife has to work. Yeah, that whole job thing sucks.
Yes, it does.
Well, she can fly down.
She can fly down. I think he wants to stay married. That's probably going to be his next comment. I'm guessing. I'm guessing it'll be his next comment.
I can't see that clown outfit.
Yeah. So no, Brooke was a great interview, Rob. Thanks for finding Brooke and talking to him. And it's fun to highlight the pullers and how far they are coming to compete in Zellwood. So the local people do understand it. And when I'm announcing, I'll be sure to let everybody know that, hey, this guy came so far. I'll get around, talk to everybody, and what makes Zellwood special to them. And it's cheaper to keep her. I hope she's not watching, Mitch. So
We actually got 3 big tire minis coming out of Green Bay.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
What the hell's? Let me look and see what the guy's name is. You probably know him.
Well, Butsons are coming. They got blown minis. I think Stacy commented earlier. There's a lot of comments tonight. Bruce Wilson, if you're still watching, I want to know if that semi is running yet. So
Trent Vander Ven.
Oh yeah, we saw them at Shipshewana last weekend.
Yep,
they run good too. Those are good ones. She's right beside me. Oh, Mitch, yeah. Well, Mitch, you're a brave man. That's all I'm gonna say. So you're a brave man, Mitch Pierce. But you do have a cool clown costume, so it's all good. So, Rob, this question's more for you. Blown small block mini rods in the afternoon. I don't know, Rob. When do the blown small block mini rods pull?
We'll run blown small blocks. We'll run blown small blocks. Blown mini rods are going to pull. They're just blown mini rods. We don't have a small block class, big block class. Okay,
so they're going to pull at night then.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see what Rob says, but I think that's right.
But now, if they want to make a test pass during the day,
yeah,
I have no problem with that.
Okay, perfect. Brave. Mitch says he's not brave. He's just not the brightest. Well, it's all good.
We're pullers. None of us are the brightest.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah. I think we'd have found something else to waste our money on by now, but we haven't. We just keep jamming. So
exactly.
Good stuff. Well, lots of questions here. I love it. Again, we're gonna wrap this up in a few minutes, but Friday and Saturday, both days. When I say these times and everything, it's both days. So 1 o'clock is like your antique tractors, all the garden tractor classes, and the smaller mini rods. Then at 6 o'clock are the big tractors, the big trucks, the semis, the multi-engine modifieds, and the blown mini rods are going to pull at night. And I'm assuming the Econo modifieds pull at night as well, like Rob's class. So, How many big mods are you expecting? Do you guys know how many big mods are coming, John or Rob?
We got 5 right now, I think.
Okay, I think that's kind of what we had talked about before.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Anthony. It's not a waste of money if the fans and kids love it. You are absolutely correct, Anthony. Absolutely correct. And they do. Yeah, how big is the Zellwood area, guys? Like, what's the population of the actual town of Zellwood?
Oh, town of Zellwood is actually very small.
Okay.
Very small. We draw people out of where our track is where the Zellwood Sweet Corn Festival used to be held.
Oh, okay.
That's where our track is. It's Notion, North Orange County Improvement Association. It's privately owned property. Excuse me. We draw because we're so close to Orlando,
Tampa.
I mean, we're central. So as long as we can get the word out, people show up. And really, really, really nice place. It's rural. It's starting to get bigger. We're starting to get housing developments growing up around us. So
nice.
We're hoping we can stay with it. That's why we have to be done by 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of
noise
ordinance and stuff. But used to we were grandfathered in, but now, and if we went over a little bit, nobody says anything. But we try and be done by 10 o'clock. That's why we got to be done. We got to start on time and get tractors and trucks going down the track.
Yeah, I just looked. Our house is in Altamont Springs. I think it's not too far away.
So. Oh no, not far at all.
Probably about 20 minutes, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, that's we were looking for a place big enough for all of it. So that's good. So the youth garden tractor pulls are both days at 1 p.m. The youth garden tractors are not pulling at night. I want to make sure everybody knows that. That's one of the questions I have on the screen right now. Steve says if they need to get in early, give John a call and someone will be at the track. Absolutely. And then somebody said they saw your billboard on the interstate. So do you guys have a billboard?
No, they see no Ocala.
Gotcha.
Ocala's got a billboard. They're pulling this weekend. We're pulling next weekend.
How far is Ocala from Zellwood?
About an hour.
About an hour. Good deal. I know you're expecting some of the pullers from Ocala to stick around and pull next weekend in Zellwood as well. So we talked about that.
Ocala is an NTPA sanctioned pull. They'll have, they're having same stuff we're gonna have, but they're NTPA sanctioned pull. They're gonna have a good show.
Good deal.
If you want to hit 2 shows, go to Ocala. They'll have a good show for you. And then
there are some pullers staying from Ocala. That's what we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Colby Hall says, Rob, are you all coming to watch in Ocala?
I'll be there Saturday.
Okay, so Rob will be there Saturday. Tim Canary, can any kids sign up to pull with their tractor that they have? So with the youth pull, okay, any kid can. Is there an age or anything restriction on that for the youth one, guys?
Well, we can't have 18-year-old kids getting in the youth class.
Well, that's why, I just want to make sure we get all that out here.
The youth class is for inexperienced first timers coming out. They must have kids must be on a helmet and must be on tether.
Gotcha.
An adult walking beside them with a tether.
Yep. Steve says 12 and under, and it's a 1050 garden tractor. Got it. Brad Caudill, I never realized how close Zellwood is to Ocala. I'm just flipping through all the comments here, guys. This is my request to all the people in Florida that are watching this show right now. Social media only works if you share this on your personal timeline. So we really, as a social media guy, and that's what I love to do, share this on your personal timeline that, hey, we're going to Zellwood next weekend, or hey, did you know Zellwood's having a truck and tractor pull next weekend? It's really, really important that you get out there. I've been trying to get into some of the Zellwood Facebook groups and post stuff about the pull, some of the buy, sell trades, different things like that. Those are all really, really important. That's what any promoter should try to do on social media. There's more than just social media, but social media is now more prominent than ever because, as John did earlier, he held up his phone and kind of looked at it a little bit. I'm in withdrawal because I left mine in the ocean yesterday, but that's another story, so it's all good. But the youth class rules are on the site for any of you that want to. So again, if you're watching the show, the website's across the top, the dates are across the bottom. Everything you need is on there. And if you have a specific question that you really just want clarified, John and Rob are super easy to talk to. John's number, they're on the poster. Just give them a call. They'll answer their phone. They're used to talking to people about their event. And this is their flagship pull. They have a lot of polls throughout the year, but this is the big one where they bring in all of the classes, and they want all of you there as well, because that's what makes it fun, to have a nice big crowd of happy people enjoying themselves. So, so we're Snake. You got to put together a trophy for the mini rod class,
mm-hmm.
And I'll see what we got laying around the beer money office. Maybe we'll maybe have a trophy for some guys then too. Have a little fun with that. Do a little regifting, if you will. Oh, I love it.
I think it's awesome. I did a trophy for the Southern Pullers up there for my class up in Southern Pullers. Donald Wilder, he took the points up there in our class, and I built a trophy out of all the motor parts I had laying around the house or laying around the shop there. And every part of the trophy was part of a motor, and he loved it, And the only thing that wasn't part of a motor was I put a plaque on there with his name, and he loved it. So, and I built another one for our Super Pull. I went a little more glamorous with this one. Chris Hall gave me some aluminum rods and some nice pistons, and I bought a pedestal and got it all mounted on there and polished up and clear coated and everything. And I tell you what, I'm hoping I win it.
Nothing wrong with that. Rob, you have a whole week. You can make something in a week. You just got to get a new plaque made. That's all we got to meet. Talk with Borth. Maybe we have some trophies laying around. I know we have some trophies in the office, so just
Emanate Awards will make the plaque and within 2 days.
Nice.
He just got to put something with it.
Somebody says I can make a trophy out of my injection pump. I think I could. I don't know if they want that exactly laying around out there, but we'll have to see. So,
Hey,
Any more?
if you look at it and it's got something to say with motors and stuff, and you're like, all right, that makes sense. That looks nice.
Yeah, when we had Mitch on, he talked about that, about letting people ride down the truck. We're not sure on how that's going to go yet. I know the guys wanted to check out safety equipment and stuff. Well, that's going to be a next weekend decision, Tim. I can promise you that. So, Rob says, have a little one that makes me busy. Yeah, I understand, Rob. You're a good dad, Snake. You bet that. It's all good. 74 is the high next Friday, guys, for Zellwood, Florida. Low of 47. I can take that any day. For us in the Midwest right now that don't happen to be in Barbados, it's very cold at home, and there's a lot of snow on the ground, and this is a great opportunity for you to go, honey, I'm taking you to Florida, and by the way, there's a truck and tractor pull, and then maybe everybody will be happy, right, guys? So,
Well, you tell her, by the way, there's a tractor pull after you're on your way, I guess.
yes.
Right?
Oh, heck, I didn't know there was a tractor pull in Zellwood. Let's just check it out. That'll last about 3 seconds at my house. I know how that goes. So. Steve says Snake needs a guardrail for a trophy. Ooh, poking at Snake a little bit there, Steve. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that went back a few years ago.
Yeah. If I remember right, Steve put his motorcycle motor one right up through the pile of dirt in the middle of the track.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Now what do you got to say, Steve? Huh? Big guy, tough guy hiding behind your keyboard.
We're gonna get a pile of dirt for Steve for a trophy.
There you go. We can get that done. That's awesome. Have fun driving you 2 mile per hour pile. Uh-oh, it's on now. It's on now. I love it. I went over the bank. I have pictures to prove it. Nope, I want to see them, Steve. That's all I'm going to say. I want to see it. Bucket Cub. No, this is fun. Just the camaraderie in the back and forth.
Yes. Bucket Cub.
Can you guys talk about concessions quick? Somebody popped it up on the screen, or concessions. I know we talked about it, but some people they don't see the whole show. So,
Montdoor FFA is going to be cooking. They're going to have hamburgers, hot dogs, French fries, that kind of stuff. We got a barbecue guy coming. We've got a boiled peanut guy that's going to be there.
Awesome.
And then for vendor wise, we're going to have Diesel Life, beer money, and then of course Montdoor FFA is also going to be selling Florida Pullers t-shirts also.
Awesome. Yeah, we're bringing we're gonna have hoodies, t-shirts. We have big rig tees. We have all of our beer money stuff. We have stuff for kids. Hope is in charge of our merchandise. She's awesome. We have stuff from 6-month-olds up to 5Xs. And the 5X guys, John and Rob, they always say they should get a deal on t-shirts because they're walking billboards for us. And I said, the problem is they charge me more because you guys use more material. But we do. We have sizes 3, 4, and 5X, and we're proud of that. So
I'm not a 5X.
I'm a solid 2X, fellas. I'm a solid 2X.
A single X.
Yeah, I'm a single X. I like it. So, well, we have supper plans with my wife. I got the reservations where I need to go. So, well, I think next Wednesday, guys, I'll just do lives. We'll have all of us in the car. We'll try to get on if you guys can get on the track. We'll just kind of play it by ear next Wednesday night, okay? But we'll be promoting it. Every state we go through, we're going to do a live video. And then Thursday night when we get there, we'll definitely do something as well. So just, right. John, just tell the boys if there's some pullers rolling Wednesday or Thursday before we get there, have them just do a quick little interview or just take some pictures and start posting stuff up on the FL Pullers Facebook page. And we'll be watching it. We'll be sharing it around. So
yeah, I'll be there off and on probably Tuesday. I'll be up there Wednesday from Wednesday on rest of the week.
Yep. We'll be doing some live streams, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, and Facebook. And then this event next year will be pay-per-view. We have the ability to do that now with our connection with outlawpulling.tv. But we literally just got this, and I didn't want to come down and screw it up. I was trying to get Ron Stone to come down with me and do a pay-per-view this first year. But he's got a fair convention, Missouri. I don't remember what state it was, guys. I don't want to come down there and mess it up. I want to come out of the gates, do a good job, and not piss everybody off. So we'll grow this thing. We're around for the long haul. We're going to help John and Rob and the FL Pullers grow. So it's all good.
That's what we're wanting.
This guy's YouTube, Facebook handle is Pulltown Party Drunk. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
But yeah, for those of you that can't, go ahead, Rob.
I hope he's coming down.
Yeah, he likes to party. I think I know who that is. He comments on a lot of our shows. Let's see here. Yeah, but like I said, we'll be live on FL Pullers. We'll be live on Beer Money. We'll be live everywhere. It'll be bouncing around. And, obviously we'll tag it all Zellwood and stuff like that. So we're not going to live stream the whole event, but we're going to tease you enough and make you wish you were here. How about that? That's what we do. So, John, Rob, I'm going to go have supper with my wife and our friends, and we will see you next Thursday, buddy.
All right, we just got a quick question for you after we get off the live, Jason.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to play our promo video a couple more times, and then I'm going to end the broadcast. And John, Rob, you just hang out and we'll chat. Okay?
All right.
Just got to find that video. I should have been ready. Here we go.